As a new member of the On Target Golf Association, you are now ready to power track your first round. You have watched the videos on how to power track and frequently asked questions. This video is specifically designed to best prepare you for your first round. Many of you will want to jump right in and track all the power tracker statistics, but we recommend you take a progressive approach and become familiar and comfortable with each shot section a little at a time. As you become comfortable with one section, you then can add the next section. For your first round, we recommend only tracking along with your score, driving accuracy, and the putting section. Let's do a quick review of how to power track each of those. Before you begin the round, it is recommended to record each hole's par. Also before the round, cross out the drive section on all par 3s, since you will not record any drive data on par 3s. To record your driving accuracy, simply mark the appropriate circle for in the fairway or miss the fairway to the right or left. Power Tracker's first level in the progressive approach does not record any driving distance data, so you can leave the B and A boxes blank. When you drive into a fairway bunker, mark miss fairway, either right or left based on your best judgment. We recommend that you only track tee shots when using the driver and not when teeing off with a fairway wood or iron. This way the driving statistics will not be skewed by non-driver data. When teeing off with a club other than the driver, leave the drive section blank. When you power track, you will only record data on one tee shot. So when you hit a tee shot out of bounds and then hit a second tee shot in the fairway, you will record the missed fairway of the first drive and not the hit fairway of the second drive. This would also be true with a lost ball. When tracking your putting, the most important thing to remember is that you will record only two types of information. For every hole, you will record the total putts you had on the hole. The only other information you record is to track the result of all first putts from a distance longer than 6 yards from the hole. This means if you hit your approach shot on the green 5 yards from the hole, you will record the total putts for the hole, but you will leave the long putts section blank. When tracking the results of your long putts, you will only track putts longer than 6 yards. You will only track the result of the first putt and not the second putt. And you'll record the result of the first putt by marking one of 3 boxes. If you make the first putt, mark an X in the in box. If you miss the putt, but it stops less than 3 feet from the hole, mark an X in the less than 1 box. If you miss the first putt and it stops further than 3 feet, mark an X in the more than 1 box. Remember, when power tracking, everything is in yards and not feet, so less than or more than 1 means yards. Also, it is important to remember that when power tracking, you will never record the result of any second putt. When you record your total putts for the hole, the Power Tracker program will automatically know the result of all second putts. When power tracking, it is very important to stay up with the pace of play and not let the recording of your shots take any more time than normal. Do not take the extra time to step off an exact distance as if you are exactly 6 yards away. Your best guess or estimate is okay. During the round, you will have opportunity to step off 6 paces during another player's time, so you don't have to during your time. To see if you are inside of 1 yard, you can use the length of your putter for a good estimate. Here are 3 examples of how to record your putting. In example 1, player's first putt was longer than 6 yards and missed the putt by less than 1 yard. They had a total of 2 putts on the hole and a final score of 4. In example 2, player's first putt was longer than 6 yards and missed the putt by more than 1 yard. They had a total of 3 putts on the hole, which means they missed the second putt and had a final score of 6. In example 3, player's first putt was shorter than 6 yards and therefore didn't record any data on the first putt. They had a total of 2 putts on the hole and a final score of 3. That concludes the video on your first round. I am sure as you watched you agree it is a little different than how you track standard statistics. But in order to get these better power tracker statistics, this has been made as simple as possible. It is important to watch the videos and be clear on how to power track before your first round. That is why we recommend a progressive approach and first track your driving accuracy and putting. If you have any questions or comments, please email Tom at tom.sheely@cox.net.